Jude had always believed that silence could speak louder than words. In the small town of Riverfall, where the river curved like a silver ribbon through green fields and the old houses whispered stories of the past, Jude grew up as a quiet observer of life. He was not the kind of boy who spoke fast, but when he did, his words carried weight. People often misunderstood his silence as weakness, but inside Jude lived a storm of thoughts, dreams, and the questions about the future. Judy, on the other hand, was the opposite. She was fearless in her words, confident in her steps, and bright in her smile. Where Jude listened, Judy spoke. Where Jude hesitated, Judy moved forward. She lived with her mother near the edge of Riverfall, in a small house filled with laughter and warmth. Judy believed that life was meant to be lived loudly and honestly, without fear of judgment. Their worlds collided one summer afternoon near the riverbank. Jude was sitting under his favorite old tree, sketching shapes in the dirt with a stick, lost in thought. Judy arrived with the wine, her bicycle stopping suddenly beside him. "Hey," she sighed cheerfully, "you're sitting in my favorite spot." Jude looked up, surprised. No one had ever claimed that place before. He studied her face, her confident eyes, and then quietly replied, "He didn't know it belonged to anyone." Judy laughed. "It doesn't. That's the point." From that moment, something changed. They started meeting every day by the river, sharing stories, dreams, and the silence. Jude spoke about wanting to leave Riverfall one day, to see the world beyond the hills. Judy talked about becoming someone who could change lives, someone brave enough to stand for others. Their friendship grew into something deeper, though neither of them named it. They understood each other in ways words could not explain. Jude admired Judy's courage, and Judy respected Jude's depth. But life is rarely kind to quiet happiness. One evening, a misunderstanding planted the seed of distance between them. Jude overheard a rumor that Judy was leaving Riverfall without telling him. Fear wrapped around his heart, and instead of asking her, he pulled away. Judy noticed the change immediately. "What's wrong, Jude?" she asked one day. "Nothing," he replied, though everything was wrong. Silence grew between them, heavy and painful. Soon after, Judy did leave Riverfall, not by choice, but because of her mother's job. Jude watched her leave from afar, never saying goodbye, carrying regret like a shadow. Years passed. Jude stayed in Riverfall longer than he planned, haunted by memories. Judy faced the world, learning, struggling, growing stronger. Both carried the same unspoken words in their hearts. When Judy finally returned to Riverfall, the town looked smaller, but the emotions felt larger. Jude and Judy met again by the river, older, wiser, and full of unresolved feelings. The past demanded answers. "Why didn't you stop me?" Judy asked softly. Jude finally found his voice. "Because he was afraid." Tears, honesty, and forgiveness followed. Together, they faced one final challenge, a moment that tested their trust. This time, Jude chose courage over silence, and Judy chose patience over anger. They stood together, not as the children they once were, but as two people who had grown through pain. Riverfall witnessed their story come full circle. In the end, Jude learned that silence must sometimes be broken, and Judy learned that even the bravest hearts need understanding. Their story became a reminder that love is not about perfection, but about choosing each other, again and again.